What's up, Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Josh Yoder Show. I am your host, Joshua Yoder, and today I'm joined by my friends and mentors, Brian Carson and Kenny V. What's up, guys?
Hey, Josh, how you doing?
Hey, Josh.
Thank you guys so much for coming on today to discuss some sports.
Always, man, always.
Yeah, no.
Well, more specifically, I guess we can start things off with, what a World Cup we had, huh?
I became a soccer fan. I told Kenny this. I really never cared about soccer, to be honest. But man, the World Cup was so exciting in so many different ways. I loved it. It was. I mean, so many talented people, and I never thought I could find a 1-0 game exciting, but I did.
Yeah, I kind of jumped on the bandwagon late. I watched a little bit of the third place game with England, and I watched some of the championship game. But Spain just seemed to dominate. I mean, for a 1-0.
God, you're right. I mean, Argentina, the defending World Cup champions, with Lionel Messi, arguably the greatest soccer player ever, and they did not have a shot on goal in the entire game.
Mm.
That's how much Spain dominated. So we won nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was impressive.
Yeah, no, I 1000% agree. It was amazing. And Kenny, didn't you say that throughout the whole World Cup, Spain only allowed one goal?
Yep, one goal, and that was crazy. And in that game, in the championship game, Argentina, they really didn't give themselves any favors, especially when they got the 2 yellow cards and had to play one short the rest of the regular time.
And it was I agree, Kenny, and they were frustrated because you saw they couldn't get that ball past the midfield. Intercepting them, getting in front of the ball, possession, and you're right, that third place game, 6-4, that was like, forget about the defense. We're gonna have some fun and just score goals. I mean, it was exciting. The World Cup, though, to me,
that Mbappe, he scored 10 goals, I believe, in the whole tournament.
Yeah, 2 more than Messi, and he's got 22 in his career World Cup goals, and that passed Messi too.
Wow.
And the scary part is, Kenny, Mbappe's only 27.
Jeez. So a long way to go yet in his career, hopefully.
Yeah. And I thought it also, in a negative light, to me, it showed America's still not ready.
Mm-hmm.
That was supposed to be the best team that we've ever had. And when they finally got against a good European team, Belgium dominated them. Wasn't even close. 4-1. So we still have a long ways to go to be with the European and South American teams.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, and if I must say though, I really enjoyed the French team. They were good for a while, and then all of a sudden, Spain just. We should have guessed right then and there they were going to win because many people thought France was going to win.
They were my pick, France.
Well, one thing I noticed about Spain, from what I understand throughout the World Cup, is they didn't have that Messi or the Mbappe. It was a total team effort.
Team.
Yeah.
They have a system that these kids start when they're in youth. and it's just they learn it so well, and the defense was so locked down that yeah, I thought they were going to win too. With France was my pick. With all them studs, Barcola, Mbappe, Dembele, Elise, it's like when Spain shut them down, I was like, yeah, they're gonna win.
And like they say, defense wins championships. And I mean, the fact that, like Kenny said, they only allowed one goal the whole World Cup.
Yeah, to Belgium, that was it. And it's like it's the way they play, the way they create space and the way it's just you watch it, Kenny, didn't you? I mean, it was getting frustrating. They got so many shots.
Mm.
You just knew they were going to break through in the end.
Mm-hmm.
You knew that Argentina couldn't keep them off forever because I think the shots were like 13-0. And
Yeah.
you knew eventually. But it was a great World Cup. It was exciting. America should be proud. It was done well. Mexico, Canada too. And it set all kinds of records. So made me a fan.
Well, that's one of the things I will say, like, much like the Olympics, I really enjoyed like stuff like the World Cup because you get to see all these people from different countries and cultures. And I didn't realize how like massive a lot of this stuff was going to be because many people coming from all over the world, and holy moly, were they passionate out there.
Yeah, I mean, soccer isn't like that here. I mean, we got American football and we got baseball, we got basketball, other things that are higher up in our attention span. But in Europe and South America and the rest of the world, soccer is the sport. I mean, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you saw it's like the Argentina. I love the fans. I mean, the Norway fans who would like bang the drum and start rowing, like they were the Vikings. And Argentina, even, I mean, when they start singing from the time the game starts, and they don't stop singing until it's over. And so, yeah, there's a lot of passion for it. It's just here, it's not our number one. It's not even close to our number one. It's American football.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. And I will say, for me personally, one of my favorite moments in the World Cup was an upset that I wasn't expecting. And that was when England beat Mexico in Mexico. I was like, holy crap. I knew that was going to be a good game, but I thought Mexico had it because they got the home field advantage.
Yeah, I honestly, though, it didn't surprise me that much because England, this was one of their best teams they've ever had, and they should have won the damn game with Argentina when they went up, and then why we'll never know. Their coach Tuchel, he went into 5D back, and played defense. Like instead of like keep attacking, doing what you're doing and getting the win, he played not to lose, and he ended up losing. And I thought they should have been in the. They were outplaying Argentina. They should have been in the finals, England, and then they did that stupid. The coach put them in a defensive shell, and you can't let Messi and Argentina attack you that much. They're going to score. And that's what happened. Spain didn't give Argentina a chance.
No, they seem to have him double covered all night.
Yeah. And you could tell, I don't know if you saw the end of Messi. You knew it's his last one. I mean, he's 39 years old, and he was crying, and that was it, and I thought it was pretty cool. The Argentina fans were like singing to him. Because I mean, he's like a god there now.
Mhm.
You know, he owns Argentina.
Well, he's arguably the one of, if not the greatest soccer player of all time.
I think he is. Yes. I think he's done enough. Where I mean, before it was Pele.
Yeah.
Nobody made soccer popular like he did. And but Messi, yeah, I think he's the greatest of all time. But as a footnote to that, I honestly think Mbappe could end up being the greatest of all time. But he has to do something that Messi and Pele had done, and he hasn't, and that's win a World Cup.
Mhm.
Indeed, which is not easy to do for.
No.
And I will say this though, Brazil was another surprise for me. They got when they lost to Norway.
Yeah, that was sort of a surprise, but I mean, this isn't. You know, I'm one of those guys. When it was soccer, I would only watch it when it was the World Cup.
Hmm.
That's it. And you could tell if you've ever watched any of the other World Cups in the past that Brazil, this wasn't the same team that they've had in the past. Not even close.
What do you think was their biggest weakness?
Midfield. And
What about-
Kenny, you know that a lot of the games are decided on who controls the midfield.
Mhm.
And
That's-
Brazil just didn't have that this year.
And also, I would say a lot of teams that won during the World Cup, they had a really high percentage of possession of the ball.
Listen to us sounding like soccer experts, Kenny. I wrote a column today about it, and I said I started out with my the way I felt about soccer in the past was like a cat trying to get a cat into a bathtub. And now I've become a fan. I mean, if it's like that, I've been missing out. I've been missing out big time.
Well, I've always enjoyed soccer because I played like little rec leagues, like one in the YMCA. I just like the way they move the ball and like, especially if done right, you see how they move the ball and play as a team. Soccer can be a really fun thing to watch, even if it's like a 1-0 game. But
Yeah.
I will say the World Cup has become more and more popular for the world.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's getting that way in the United States, but outside of the U.S., I mean, soccer, it draws millions.
Mhm.
You know, you've got the Premier League in England, Serie A in Italy, La Liga in Spain, and the Bundesliga. Listen to me. But you know, they're like the four boogies, and they're just like millions of fans.
Yeah, and it's quite fun to watch. And I guess I'll ask for both of you guys' opinion on this. What do you guys think is the biggest thing America needs to build on in order to improve more in soccer when it comes to the World Cup and stuff?
I mean, the youth, you know, we have a lot of attendance in youth soccer. It's,
Mhm.
you know, a lot of kids playing it. But I just, I could put my finger on it. I would, that would I would be a magician. But I just think it's like, if you look at the guys, like, I named 4 guys on France that are superstars, right?
Yep.
And Argentina had Alvarez. They got Messi. England had Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham. America doesn't have that superstar. They don't. It was supposed to be Pulisic. He was in all the commercials, and Pulisic scored 0 goals in the World Cup. 0. I don't know if it's the organization after these kids get out of high school, into college. I don't know how they select the world teams, the U.S., the national team, but it doesn't have that superstar.
Mm-hmm.
But if things are going wrong that could carry a team, it doesn't have an Mbappe or a Messi or a Kane. Would you agree, Kenny?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
What about you, Kenny?
Well, I'd be speaking kind of like not very expertise wise on it, but one of the things that we need to have, they need that impressive win over one of the world's best, like a Spain or a England or something, to boost their confidence and make a run. And then with winning, that's when things start to roll. But I also think that there should be more funding, collegiate wise, for these kids.
Yeah, and to add on to your point, I definitely agree. We don't have like the mainstay guy that people can build around, but I also think we don't really have a style of play here in America that people can identify with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like some people prefer more defense, or some people prefer to be all offense. Like you don't really think that when it comes to America. We're just like, hey, we got a team, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't really see, a style of play that people can identify with and like. Like for me, when I try to play soccer games, I like to go with a 4-2-4 formation. Well, now some people also prefer more well-balanced formation and either more heavy defense or heavy offense. So I think that's another thing too that I think America needs to point out and like, oh, let's try that. Like we need to think of what fits our style of play.
Mm-hmm.
Who'd you say, starting with you, Carson? Like, who'd you say would be your favorite team to watch during the whole World Cup?
Did we lose them?
We might have actually.
My mic wasn't working for some reason.
Oh,
I was getting, my big mouth was running. It's like, you guys can't hear me. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Kenny? I mean, Josh?
I'll say, what was one of your favorite teams to watch during the World Cup?
No, it's so much fun playing, and they pulled the upset in Brazil to England, but the Holland kid, I enjoyed watching them. And until they hit Spain, France, they had so much offensive talent on that team. I still think it's hard to believe that they didn't win it, but Spain was a lot better than I thought. And I was listening to you guys talk about America, and I think one of the other things it comes down to too is that we need, and it's true, we need better coaching. Pochettino did a great job for America, but I'm talking down at the other levels. We need a system, like a farm system in like baseball, where these guys are getting coached. Like I said about Spain, these little kids, they join the academies and they're taught this one style that Spain plays. And then when they get up to the big club, the national club, they all have the same brain. I mean, they're all playing the same game. We need that.
Yeah, no, I 1000% agree with that. What about you, Kenny?
Oh, I agree. I agree 100% too with Brian. That's that would be a start of something, because if I guess Spain even started down the youngest of youngest levels.
Yeah, I mean, from the time these kids are like 8, 9 years old, they're being taught the Spain style of play,
Mm-hmm.
and they're experts. I mean, at playing it, and you saw that yesterday in the World Cup finals, how good they are, and that's what we need to do here.
What about you?
You can't have, and I'll repeat it again, you can't have your supposed best player score 0 goals in the World Cup. You just can't.
Yeah, and how about you, Kenny? Was there any particular team that you like to watch?
Well, to tell you the truth, I came on, like I said, I came on late. I was a bandwagon jumper. I watched the last couple games. I liked how Spain kept their heads whenever Argentina was getting frustrated and taking it, the game into a physical nature. One guy did a flip in the air. That was scary.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
Yeah. And I think that was one of the yellow cards, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I liked how Spain kept their heads and were able to, focus on the game and not on what was going on around them.
But and their system is so good that here's the thing that I thought was like amazing. Mikel Oyarzabal was their leading scorer in the World Cup this year, 5 goals. They substituted him.
Mm-hmm.
They substituted him. He didn't even play in the second half. That's how the depth and how they play their system, that they could take their leading scorers and still win.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, too, it was a substitute player that scored.
Yes. And Ferran Torres, who was substituted in, gets the winning goal. Now his life is completely changed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he could. I bet you in Spain he doesn't have to pay for any dinner, anything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it goes back to like I personally I prefer to have like a great team. I don't have to worry about like say superstars. I mean, superstars are cool to have, but the way Spain played, they were like a legitimate team. So them and France were fun for me to watch, and I'm with you, Carson. I really enjoyed like Norway and even England, like what they were doing. So it was definitely some exciting soccer going on. That's for sure.
And the thing that I thought was cool is even though Spain was playing such a great game, a fluke play here or there, Argentina could have won in a fluky way. That's the way soccer is sometimes.
Yeah, Kenny.
What's that?
About.
What's that?
I kept telling my wife, I hope this doesn't go into the penalty kicks because Spain deserves to win. But I think if it went to penalty kicks, Argentina would have won. I do. So I was very happy that it didn't end that way.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion about that, penalty kicks. I know you want to get the game over. You don't want to keep playing.
Right.
Penalty kicks are basically luck.
Mm-hmm.
They want that World Cup championship being decided by luck.
You want to keep it on the field.
Yeah.
Spain deserved it. Without a doubt. They deserved it. France, if they would have had a better defense, their back four, that's what killed them. Spain wide open, England wide open, because their talent up front is probably better than anybody in the world. The 4 guys I mentioned. Their defense was not as good as Spain, and that cost them.
Yeah, and I mean overall it was a good World Cup, and hope and pray everyone got home safely and enjoyed themselves. Which I guess I'll use this to transition us into speaking of soccer, to transition us to some high school sports as well, guys. We're a few weeks away before preseason starts, and Mifflin County will be heading into some fall sports. You guys excited about it?
Um, well, I don't know. I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, but Kenny and I have been doing it for so long. I don't know if we get excited. Do you get excited, Kenny?
I do with the first football game. It's kind of it's almost like a holiday. You're anxious. You the build up a lot of times for high school football is uh pretty exciting. But other than that, I don't. Either way, it's back to work. I mean, it's fun to watch the different teams and stuff, but
I
exciting.
think, I think I'd be excited if I could get to a football game, but since I can't, I don't get that. I'm glad it's coming.
Mhm.
Like Kenny said, it's more, well, not so much for me anymore, but for Kenny and you guys, it's back to work.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you believe summer's gone by so quickly?
Yes. The older you get, the more you realize how fast time goes.
True.
Now we finally understand Einstein's theory of relativity. When you're young, you think time goes, my Lord, when am I going to grow up? And you want to grow up so fast. And then when you're grown up, you're like, oh my God, please slow down.
Yes.
But what are you guys thinking about Mifflin County's chances, or any Pacific team coming into this fall? You guys think could make a big splash this year?
Kenny, you can go first. You cover them now more than I do.
I'm thinking that we'll just keep with the theme here. I think the boys and girls soccer teams will both be tremendously better than last year. I think that a postseason for both teams are right there for in their grasp if they want it. I saw last year there was a whole different attitude playing on that new turf field. I saw a lot of pride out there. Not that they didn't before, but it just seemed like it was a little extra jolt of energy that they had, and I think they'll continue into year two of the new stadiums, and um, football will be probably the same it was last year. I'm just excited. I think that that's one of the parts of the beginning of the season. Everybody starts out with 0-0 record, and it's fun to see what journey these different teams take us on. I think this year, I think soccer might be.
Yeah, I was going to say to add on to Kenny's point, soccer has been quite popular, or especially these last couple of years. And now during the summer, I've been covering some summer league soccer, and I tell you what, though, it looks like Mifflin County, and not just Mifflin County, Juniata and Huntington it seemed like they're all getting ready to play, and they're all getting some soccer shape. So it could be a lot of exciting soccer games happening around here in our little community. But to add to your point too, and I'm also curious to see where cross country is going to be now that Mr. Carter Smith ain't there and no more.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're not going to be the same losing a guy like him.
Yeah.
The boys cross country should still be decent because Wyatt Kaufman's coming back, and so is the Hoyt Rodenbach kid. So, I mean, if they get some depth in the back, they're 3, 4, 5 guys. could still make Mifflin County boys cross country pretty decent,
And
even though Carter's gone.
Mm-hmm. And I think you'll agree with me, Brian, when I say this, but I think even having a coach there that's been there, done that, really helps too.
Yeah, Alex Monroe has a plan for all these guys, and he's done a crazy good job. Even in track too, with the relay guys, what they accomplished. So, yeah, I think the cross country. I don't know. Sylvia Brubaker had a lot of injury problems last year at Juniata. If she can bounce back, who's the other girl, Kenny? I forgot her name.
Oof.
They have two good ones at Juniata.
Yeah.
Geez. I don't know. I'll remember it probably after we're done, but
Those 3 o'clock in the morning things where you're in the sleep, the name.
Well, and you mentioned football earlier. We could talk some Mifflin County football here in a second, but Juniata football, they're going to be without Jasper Sheps. You talk about a good athlete. He was
a good athlete.
Yeah.
I can't believe when I wrote a feature on him, I can't believe that he wasn't recruited heavier. I mean, he's going to be happy at Shippensburg, but this kid was all-state football, state champion in track, and 1,000-point scorer in basketball. He's an athlete, man.
Yeah, and one that didn't pump his chest,
No.
He very mild-mannered, did what he had to do, and didn't really show off his, he didn't have an ego. Very down to earth, very, very nice kid.
And yeah, I think football, Juniata will be competitive. They always are. With Belfont in the 4A. Mifflin County, we got to see. They were 500 main playoffs, but they did lose a lot more than people realized. And it's gonna be interesting to see. I think what it'll come down to is their quarterback play, because Hartung's gone, and we'll see who's going to be quarterback and how it works. Because they lost some receivers. Landon Haig is back right after the injury, or no?
I think he's back.
That could help, but we'll see. The other problem is that in 5A you got Hollidaysburg, which is a power.
Yeah.
In 6A they had, Mifflin County had State College. Now in 5A they got Hollidaysburg. So, but Shane's a good coach. He should be all right. Mount Union, I hope they can just get kids to play.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that, because Mount Union's historically been pretty good, but their problem last year, which is the first time I've ever experienced this, they had to cancel. They were having a winning record, but they had to still cancel because they had so many injuries, and I've never experienced that before of all my years I've covered.
Yeah, I mean, football will be interesting. We'll see.
Yeah.
But what about stuff like a Mifflin County field hockey? How do you think they will do this year?
Well,
Go ahead, Kenny.
I was going to say they have a new coach this year, and it's going to be they got to build that foundation back. I think they'll have some growing pains, but I think they'll do better than last year.
See, that's been the main problem, I think, with field hockey. They've had so many coaches recently.
Yeah.
How about it, Kenny? I mean, the coach will be about a year or two, and then they got to get a new one.
Mm-hmm.
And that, you need consistency and continuity, and they're not getting it. So that's going to hurt them. plus the mid-10's tough.
Yeah.
And, I think what they need to do is get Tish McClay back coaching.
Yes. I mean, no offense. I agree.
Coach.
Well, and then speaking of Tish, this will all be the first year with Robert Lepley as the new athletic director.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you think he'll do?
I think he'll suck. I'm kidding. Bob's a good guy, and he's been with Tish, for a couple of years now as the assistant. So he knows what he's doing. He'll be fine.
Yeah, and he's one of these that's like Tish. They're for the athletes, or what the main reason they do this for. So I think it's going to be fine. And it's hard to believe, Brian. I know I always go and do this, but we covered him.
I know. we are so freaking old, man.
How about the final sport in the fall, the tennis team? What's the biggest thing you'll look forward to in tennis?
Tennis is a problem because it's not something that's very popular around here. I think Kenny would attest to that. And it's a numbers game. When they go and play teams like State College and Altoona, can get like 40 kids. Mifflin County, they're lucky if they get 10 or 11 to come out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not something that I know Walnut, the racket clubs tried, and Mifco tennis, but it's not something that our youth are playing a lot of. So it's always gonna hurt us in tennis.
Yeah.
And then I almost forgot, my apologies, because I enjoy this sport a lot in the fall. Volleyball. How do you think the volleyball team is going to be this year, guys?
I
truthfully have no idea, Kenny.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Brian. And I know they were kind of down last year, so that's a question mark. I don't have any clue either.
It's one of those wait and see kind of moments, don't they?
Yeah.
It depends who comes out. A couple of years ago when they were so good, it's because they had really solid athletes. I had them on the old Husky hotline. Now I can't remember any of them. He is the all-time leading scorer. I can't remember now.
Yeah,
she was good. She was good, and they. I don't know if they have players like that. It all comes down to coaching too.
Yeah.
Who was the coach that went to Massachusetts where she had him in the District 6 playoffs? She was a good coach.
She was.
And it's a shame she left, but so I don't know. We get a lot of turnover in sports like that, like volleyball and field hockey lately. We'll have to wait and see. It depends how many kids they get out and what the coaching is like, and if the kids are willing to work and believe in themselves.
Now, I think Juniata will have a good team, volleyball-wise. Lane Greenholt has his team year in, year out ready to go. Bad thing is they play against teams like Bald Eagle area, Bellefonte, that in the playoffs, and that's tough.
I think we should get some NIL kids in. Some 6'8" volleyball player just smashes it. Yeah, I mean, we've been so hyper focused down here, but Center County, Bellefonte has been coming on in football lately. Um, just they lost too many people, too many good ones, wouldn't you say, Kenny?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, let's talk a little bit about something you guys kind of mentioned about doing this for a long time. This year will mark the 30 years since the first of the back-to-back state titles by the Lewistown Panthers women's basketball team.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Can you believe it's been 30 years?
Hell of a team, wasn't it, Kenny?
Yeah, that's
You had Krista, obviously, and Maggie Johnston and Jenna Feathers. And was Enid Dunmeyer on that team?
gosh.
It's been so long. Heck, this is how long it was. I was only 7 years old.
Was Hillary on that team?
The oldest Canable girl was on it. They were good.
Mm-hmm.
It really didn't need coaching. It was, Otis wasn't that good.
Jeez.
He had it handed to him. Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe, though. It flies, doesn't it, Kenny? 30 years.
It sure does. I remember that's what sparked me to want to be a writer, a sports writer, watching and following those guys throughout the playoffs. That was some exciting. Yeah. And back then, on the TV, it was on the radio.
Yeah. What I remember most about it was the way this town, this area reacted.
Mm-hmm.
They would how it showed up downtown, everybody before they went down, after they won. It was just like, wow. It was like Lewistown basketball fever.
Yeah.
And the thing is we were blessed because Herto at Indian Valley, they didn't win a state championship. They had good teams too.
Mm-hmm.
So you had Lewistown and Indian Valley were both good. And I know I don't have to tell you, Kenny, remember those games.
Oh, yeah.
How gyms were.
Mm-hmm. You had to go.
It was Lewistown and Indian Valley.
Uh-huh.
God, you had to go.
Oh, you had to go hour and a half early just to get a parking spot.
Yeah. And you remember how Indian Valley's gym was?
Mm-hmm.
Floor. It was suffocation. There was so many people in there. I used to walk back through the bleachers and stand behind the scores table because there wasn't a place to sit.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's the thing that's gone with Mifflin County, that rivalry that got everybody going and got everybody out. A lot of times we people complain about the gym not being full for these sports. I think it's because that rivalry's gone.
Yeah.
It doesn't excuse it. People should support these kids and get out there and watch if they can. But I think that's one of the reasons why, like in the winter, the gym doesn't fill up for basketball. Now it does for wrestling.
Yeah, and as someone that's been part of that rivalry, during the 2000s, I could definitely attest things were definitely packed, and you can definitely tell there was a rivalry. And actually, Kenny, I don't know if you remember this, but a few weeks ago, I had you on the show, and we talked about this. The Mifflin County High School is now 15 years old.
Yeah, that just blows my mind too. How quick that's gone, and it cemented itself with quite the sports history in that little bit of time, though.
Yeah. Yeah. The one thing we've had is this county, for as small as it is, has had some really good teams, really good athletes. Speaking of really good athletes, did you see on last night on Real American Freestyle how hard we destroyed Magomedov? I mean, he freaking destroyed him.
Is it fair to say?
After he was done destroying them, Trent was so into it, he kept punching himself in the head. It's like, wow.
Trent intense? No.
He was intense for that.
Do you think we're seeing Prime Idly now?
Yep.
He's just waiting for the Olympics at this point.
There's no doubt he can win another world title at 92 kilograms. What I'm worried about is when it comes to the Olympics, because 92 kilograms isn't at the Olympics, that weight. And he's too big to go down to 86. So that means he's going to have to go to 97 and try to beat Kyle Snyder.
Which is no easy task.
He's number one guy at that weight for 10 years. He's won 4 world titles. Yeah, that's what's going to be tough.
Yeah, and to go back to the Lady Panthers for a minute, I just remember like what you said, the frenzy. I mean, I was only like 7 years old, but like just the frenzy of like people just going through town and just going through crazy. Just everyone was just so happy to see that. And who would have thought that this was just the beginning?
Well, yeah, definitely. And Brian was saying about downtown. Well, they had people lined up at the Walnut Street exit, and it was crowded and packed all through the streets of not downtown, but the entire route. It was like a Halloween parade or something, that kind of crowd, and that was throughout the whole town. So everybody convened inside. I mean downtown, but yeah, the road there was also pretty full.
Yeah, it was a frenzy. It was great. It was a great time.
Yeah, it's just crazy because, like you guys said, we live in a really small community. So to see stuff like that happen is just, it's a blessing. It really is.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll do something to honor them since it's been 30 years. I mean, I think they probably will.
Yeah,
I think it should, honestly. I mean, I wonder what all they've been doing since then, man. I mean, like, holy moly, it's just an incredible feat. Like, and again, this was just the beginning. They end up doing it again.
yeah,
Very hard to do, but
Hard to do it once.
when you have a leader like Krista was, she was an incredibly hard worker. I think you would agree, Kenny. Not the most athletic player. You know, that natural athletic ability.
yeah.
But she busted her ass.
Yeah,
And had this will to win. It was incredible.
she was very cerebral. She knew what she was.
She didn't want to lose.
Yeah,
And I hadn't seen that. I saw it in her, and I didn't see that kind of will until Hidley. Trent just hates to lose. And
well, but you compare to like, I know not with the NBA ability of Michael Jordan, but she was very Jordan-esque in her mentality.
yeah, oh my God, yeah. I mean, sometimes her teammates would get afraid because she, I'm not going to lose, I saw her one time. Remember when she was helping her brother
Yeah.
coach the boys? And I heard her yelling at them in the huddle. She said, "We are not going to lose this game. Do you understand me? We are not going to lose this game." And they didn't lose the game. Idley's like that too. I mean, it was just, I've told the story many times before. After he lost in the state finals as a sophomore, he said, I'm never going to lose again in high school. And he didn't.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, didn't he just like walk right up to you and just be like, "Yeah, I'm never losing again."
He said, I hate this feeling. And I interviewed him after the match, and he said he was almost crying. He said, I don't want this feeling ever again. And I will not lose again. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, okay. Right.
And he did it.
Not only did he not lose, he was not taken down for 2 years.
Wow.
My favorite was Central Mountain. Well, we have that intense rivalry with them in wrestling. And they were talking trash, right? And Hadley takes Jacob Weaver, lateral drops him right to his back, right? I loved it. Kirby got mad at it, but I loved it. He has him there down flat, and before the pin, he looks up at the Central Mountain crowd and smiles. And there was a guy that was coming down from the bleachers wanting to get at him, which I think he would have regretted doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Because he had been lateral dropped. He just looked up and smiled at them. It sent them into a, oh my Lord, a frenzy. I love that. I loved it.
Carson approved.
Yeah, and last night at RF, my God, he's so big now. I cannot believe how he's like a rock. When he started high school, he was 160. I mean, this guy is a rock now. You've seen him, Kenny, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What is he like? I know they go by kilos, but what is he like? 197?
Yeah, the 197 kilo is like it's 92 kilos.
Okay.
That's wait a minute. Let me use my mathematical brain, which I don't have any. I believe that's like 92 kilos is like, I'd say about 197, 198.
Okay.
What about
He's a rock.
What was that, Kenny?
just about 3% body fat?
Yeah, I mean, he's like a damn rock. Now, when he goes up to 97 kilos, that's about 215 pounds. Actually be a smaller 97 kilo, because I don't think he can, as big as he is, I don't think he can get down to 86. I don't. That's just my opinion, because that's about 189.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean,
That's like a 10-pound weight drop.
yep, as big as he is, and dropping like that could make him weaker. So I think he'll probably go 97 for the Olympic trials, and he'll have to get past Snyder. That'll be the guy. But if anybody can do it, it's him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he's had honestly, he's had an incredible career, and he's not even 30 years old.
Well, I think if he wins a second world championship, which he could do coming up, no offense to him. I know Carter won 8 state titles, but if you win 2 world championships, that's the best athlete to ever come out of here.
Oh, yeah.
It's talking about the world, not state, the world.
Yeah, and then actually, and speaking of Trent, you mentioned him at RAF the other night. He just received the award for performance of the night.
Well, he killed him. Magomedov is a great wrestler, and it was a 10-0 Peck ball. Magomedov came out, tried to shoot, and then there was Trent with those underhooks, put him right to his damn back. That was it. That was his. Like, it's over. It's over. He went into beast mode.
He
In
is
his head.
just domination, like you said. And of course, it's and for what people may not understand when it comes to wrestling is like the fact that he was able to just tech fall somebody that's like a high level, like constantly training, constantly wrestling like he is. That's an amazing feat.
He's got it. He's got everything that you need to be a success in any sport. And that's one, he's got the mental toughness. And two, he's a hard worker. Very hard worker. You got them. That's all you need. But what was who he had already had the mental attitude, but who outworked Jordan?
Nobody.
Nobody. And Trent's that way. It's great if you got the mental attitude, but he has the work ethic with it. He's worked damn hard to get where he's done. Think about this. This is a guy. It's just the way it is. He did not win a national title in college. And yet he's a world champion.
Mhm.
And he's beaten guys that have won national championships.
Yeah, that's work. Work ethic, man. He ducked me for all 4 years of high school, but we're not going to go there.
I'm pretty sure someone was ducking, but it wasn't him.
He called me out on a punt. I was in the practice room, and I said, Hodley, you've been ducking me so long. He goes, let's go. And he was serious. I was like, no, dude, there'd be a wet spot in the floor where I used to be.
Oh, man. But no, he's a good kid. And like you said, he's worked hard. And to see where he's at it's truly amazing. And hopefully Carter Smith, see how he'll have success going in his first year at Oklahoma State.
I think he will. It depends, how hard he's willing to work. It'll be a big wake up call for him because he's going to go there and he's not going to be the superstar stud there. He's going to be a guy just starting out on the rung, a freshman.
Mhm.
Yep.
And a lot of times that affects kids who were stars in high school, but like you get up to another level and you have to start over.
Indeed.
But I think he'll do well.
Yeah, man, I hope and pray nothing but the best for him. He's a good kid. He's worked hard, and hopefully he'll find plenty of success at Oklahoma State.
He will.
Yeah, he will.
And speaking of hard work and anniversaries, Kenny, you're now in your 20th year with the Special Needs Bulldogs football team.
Oh yeah, it's been a very fun run. I gotta say. What's really more impressive is I have 3 or 4 players that are still from that original team, and they're still going strong into year 20. So it's been a fun program.
Can you believe it's been 20 years? Like when you first started this, can you imagine like how far it's gone?
Yeah, I would never thought it would go this far. First of all, we didn't really have a plan for it. It just kind of naturally happened, and we kind of, since we didn't really have anything copy, this was like a first of its kind. It come with its growing pains, but Yeah, it's really flourished a lot more than I ever expected. At one time before COVID, we had 35 kids, and then like it did with a lot of things, it killed it.
Yeah, and what was it like putting it together all those years ago?
Well, it was kind of throwing stuff against the wall and see if it would stick. Um, we basically were teaching the kids the fundamentals, the 5 years, and just basically, and um, then we started to get a little close on what worked and what didn't, and now at the beginning we were telling the other that we were playing to, they never played football before, and now we're at the point where we're telling our players to take it easy.
You're taking it easy on the other team.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm kind of mad at Kenny.
What's that?
I'm kind of mad at Kenny, Josh.
Why?
I'll air it out on here. Like, they had a picnic to celebrate the old and new, the 20 years, and Kenny did not bring me any food.
Oh, we didn't have any. Our kids and the way they ate. Oh my gosh.
I was waiting on the food, and it's like, it ain't coming.
But no, man, I'm happy for you, Kenny. Like 20 years, congratulations.
Oh, thanks. But it's been all the kids. I've been just standing there on the sidelines and watching them play. Pretty much, they know what they're doing now, and it's fun every time I go out there and see how a lot of them have progressed.
No, man, and how long do you think this could be a program that even after when you decide to move on from it, do you think this will continue on?
I would hope so, with the right type of people that could take it over. But yeah, I'm hoping so, because it's a great program, great kids, great system, a lot of community help, a lot of community participation, and what's really great is, like when I first started, it was a kind of a different attitude towards special needs players and people in general. They were kind of like, not many people realize, they're just like you and me, and it took a while for people to really understand and get behind these kids. But now, I mean, a lot of these kids are local celebrities, especially like David Fye. Our biggest representative was Rocket Snyder, that we had. He was something else. He had a personality all of his own, and a lot of people know him, like Bobby Fischer. Everybody knows Bobby.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that they're taking the lead. He basically looked up to by other younger special needs players, or even younger kids who see them out in public, or even in the stories that we write and stuff, talking about them. So yeah, they're the stars of this. And
I don't know. I think honestly it's going to be tough to replace Kenny if he ever leaves, because I mean those kids. Well, some of them aren't kids anymore. They love Kenny to death. I mean, I think it'll go on, but it won't be the same
Thanks. Thank you.
without Kenny.
We try to make it like a big family, and sometimes it can be a dysfunctional family, and sometimes it can be fun. But we try to be a family, and that's what we usually go by. Look out after each other.
No, absolutely. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys coming on tonight.
Oh yeah. Sorry I was late.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, man. And anything you guys got planned with the press box before we head out?
We got an idea. This time of the year, and Kenny can tell you, before high school starts and that, we have a heck of a time trying to get guests lined up. But we're going to get some. We have it down to 2 for. I don't want to say anything until I'm sure we can get them, but we have it down to 2 guests. One of them will get on. I think we want to look to expand it too. I would like to try to get, and I think Kenny would agree. I think we'd like to try to get more coaches from Center County on, and maybe some college coaches and college players.
Oh, definitely.
Sweet. And I hope and pray nothing but the best for you guys. And once again, thank you for coming on my show.
No problem, anytime.
Glad to. Thanks for having us.
And thank you so much. And to all of you watching, I love you all, and God bless. Be safe, everybody.